Hi guys, how's it going? Today we're looking at Harrow for our Eidolon Guides 2021. Much the same as before, so if you haven't seen the Eidolon Guide 2020 for Harrow, if there was one, if I remember correctly, then go back and have a look at that. He has not really changed in the slightest, so I'm just going to go through this very quickly on the build here, and then we'll hop into the run and you can see how things work on the planes. So,
Excellent armaments.
looking at our build, we've got corrosive projection, coaction drift, again, interchangeable. You can put whatever you want here, really. And then we've gone for the standard build, vitality, continuity, make sure we've got plenty of efficiency on. Natural talent to increase the speed on our fourth. This isn't necessary if you want to use a cancelling technique, such as hitting the escape button when you use your fourth ability, or going into Arcwing, or something similar. You know, you can go without this, but I like to have it on just because I'm lazy. Always nice to have on. And then the rest is about hitting the magical between 90 and 95% duration. So we've got a limited Alchemy message on here. And then just to reduce our duration a bit, we're using transient fortitude as well, which brings it down, which we can then bring up again with the Alchemy message. So that's how we're getting to this 94% efficiency. Again, though, anywhere between 90 and 94 should be fine. That will allow you enough time for your fourth ability to cool down, ready for the next Eidolon spike, which you'll see happening in the video. Strength, you can boost this a bit if you want. Again, it doesn't really matter. This is mainly for if you want to improve your crit damage on the final shot where you hit the headshot. But again, this should be enough really to get the job done. So this is what we're running. On my arcanes here, I've got Nullifier and Energize. Nullifier just for when, you know, you're near the water or something. We shouldn't really need to have any kind of tankiness on this build, because the only time you're going to be running a Harrow is in a full 4-man squad, which means that the chances are you're not going to be suffering really at all, and we don't have to avoid damage from energy spikes or anything like that. So should be fine. Energize just so that we don't end up using a load of energy pads. Everything else, Vectis, obviously you can use whatever you want for your primary. Once again, as with the Vault guide, I would recommend not running a secondary or a melee weapon, just because you can spend Void Strike stacks when you exit your Arcwing if you have a melee equipped, and we're not going to be using a secondary anyway, so not much point in having that there. The only reason I'm running a primary is just in case my DPS player gets in a bit of trouble and needs someone to shoot the limb, in which case I can be ready with my Vectis to help out if he is far away. But other than that, that's the only reason we're running a weapon here. And then, of course, we're running Madurai for this Void Strike down here. This is going to be our primary form of damage against the shields. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other things, once again, similar to Vault, make sure that you do not have Vacuum equipped on your carrier build, or whatever it is you're running. If you're running a cat, make sure you do not have Fetch equipped. But yeah, that's the main thing. You can put anything else on here, doesn't matter in the slightest. And then make sure you're just running an Arcwing that you're comfortable with. Obviously I'm running Itzal here because he's the fastest, but you can run whatever you want. And again, this is just a straightforward build. We're only going to be using him for the dash, particularly on Harrow, where we don't need to use our third ability on Itzal, so it doesn't matter at all, really. You can, if you want, put on something like Dispensary as your first ability, just to help your teammates out if you want. I haven't bothered to yet, but you can if you want to. But other than that, yeah, there's not really much else you need to put on there. In fact, you could even put Rhino's buff on there if you wanted to help your DPS out a bit, or you had nothing better to do. Harrow is a very, very boring role in my opinion. He's probably the most relaxed, you know, layback kind of style playing in an Eidolon hunt. So what we'll do, we will head into the plains and I'll take you through one run. There's not going to be a lot to talk about after sort of Terralists and Gantalists, so I will keep the run going, and obviously if I think of any tips or tricks that you guys can use in your hunts, then I will let you know along the way. So let's hop into the plains now. Alright guys, so we're just coming out the gate here. We're going to go into our operator and dash towards the horns over there by the lake as per usual. And we're just going to mark Vonvalists for our teammate there, who's the DPS, and then we're going to head straight over to the Terrorist. And once we are down, as usual in a VS role, we are going to try and proc our Virtuous Shadow. Like so. Get ourselves a Wisp, and then we're going to come back and fire off a few shots. You'll notice that the Vault has parked his frame just on the other side of the shield. You can use that if you can't time the shot. Or obviously you can detonate 2 at once using that by firing 1 early and then 1 out the frame. But it shouldn't matter too much. As long as you get all of your shots off there, that's absolutely fine. And we're just going to go through now and use up all of our VS stacks here. If you're unsure how to use these up properly, I did go through it in my Vault VS guide. So do go back and have a look at that, as I do talk about void striking there as well. But with Harrow, it's fairly repetitive. Not really much involved here. We're going to try and proc our Virtuous Shadow before the energy spike goes off, as you can see. Just so we can then use our 4th ability, and we're already in position then to use our amp on the shield. And then when he goes down, we're just gonna now just keep charging our Void Strike. There's nothing much really we need to do here. But once he gets back up, we're going to want to be ready with our 4th ability to try and give our DPS a bit of extra damage. This isn't really necessary, but obviously if you are playing a Harrow, then you have a full squad, so you know there's not much else you can do. So I would recommend doing it anyway, just to help your teammates out. Do as much as you can. So we're just going to wait here for a bit. What you can also do in this part, you can help your Wisp look for Vonvalis to help charge the lures. That's something you can do as well, but as he gets up here, we're just going to use our 4th ability. Try and get some damage stacked up here. We need about 1700 for a full 50% charge, so not a whole lot, but not too little. And then we're just going to head over to the shrine. As you can see, because we didn't have a melee on, we didn't lose any stacks coming out of Arc Queen there. So we're now going to pick up the shard that drops from the lure, and we're going to put it in the shrine and dash to wherever the Eidolon spawns. And really it's just our job here to do shield damage. There's not really much else to it, to be honest, as Harrow. As I said, this is going to be a fairly not info heavy run, just because it is very similar, especially with VSing with regards to Vault, very similar style of play. We're going to proc our Virtuous Shadow, and then we're just going to go straight into our 4th ability. And then we're going to come back, and we're just going to keep shooting. If you have a few extra stacks, obviously you can use your Replac to use them up. So you can fire 1 pro per shot, and then fire your Replac once it detonates, just to get a double chance of hitting a crit. But yeah, basically it's just backwards and forwards from here. So when you're shooting your amp, if you do see zeros appear when you're shooting, there's 2 things that can cause that. The first one is either you're shooting too early. So, for example, I don't know if I do it here. Yeah, so there I shot a bit too early as you saw a 0 come up. And that just means that obviously you just need to shoot a bit later so that you can hit the crit. Obviously when you've got a 4-man squad and there's 3 other people shooting amps, you're not always going to hit the shield. It's just whoever fires first. So you saw there I hit that one, but I hit the whole shield there, so my 2 other teammates wouldn't have hit the shield. So don't worry if you are hitting zeros, as long as the shield goes down, that's alright. And our DPS takes slightly longer time to hit a shot here, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Do we have DPS?
But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know, guys, for Harrow. In terms of his 4th ability, like I said, you need the duration between 90 and 95%. The reason for that is that if you have it underneath 90%, well, you can probably get away with sort of 85 to 95% probably. But if you have it below that, then what will happen is the last wave of the energy spike that the Eidolon puts off will hit you and mag proc you, which is exactly what Harrow is there to prevent. He's just there to sort of save energy for the team. And as you can see once again here, we're going to go underneath and we're going to hit our 4th ability. Try and stack up enough damage. I don't think we do here. Yeah, so we fall a bit short, 35%, but again, still enough to help our teammates. And we're just going to dash back to Shrine and spawn in the Hydralisk now. So if you guys do have any questions about this, obviously let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer anything. Harrow, again, is probably the simplest role out of any of the frames. He's about timing. As soon as you get the timing down, then it's just rinse and repeat. You'll notice there as well with the VS, you want to shoot into the ground to try and get your probe to detonate early. Get our Virtuous Shadow, and then use our 4th ability, and then you get a Wisp. And yeah, it's pretty much backwards and forwards from here, guys. So what I will do is I will probably end the video here. If you guys do have any questions or comments, like I said, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any tips or any tricks that I might have missed in this video, then also let me know about those as well. Always happy to have a look at those and adapt my build to suit. But yeah, if you enjoy, guys, please like and subscribe. And the next guide video I think I'll be uploading will be Wisp, which hopefully won't be too long. I'm still sort of practicing her a bit. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a good run in for her soon that I can upload and talk you guys through how that works. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.